And welcome back to Inclusion Revolution here on Eastlink Television. That was a fantastic opportunity to talk to Dr. Jason Fox. We actually didn't get to a lot of the questions that our viewers had submitted for him, so we'll probably have to invite him back again really soon. But I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about some of the other upcoming shows before we go over to Paul and our breakthrough news for the week. First of all, I'm really excited about our show on self-advocacy that's coming up. Dr. Bruce Mills will be joining us to talk a little bit about advocacy in terms of how you can advocate on your own behalf. I know we touched on it with Dr. Fox, just advocating with your doctor, but being a self-advocate is something all people need, not just persons with disabilities. But in order to equalize your playing field, you really need to understand self-advocacy, and Dr. Mills is going to come on and really break it down for us. Also, I'm very, very excited to see that we're going to be having a guest come on to talk about some of the really cutting-edge things that are happening in the mental health court here in Nova Scotia. For those of you that don't know, we have one of the first mental health courts in the country, and we're going to have someone who's been involved from the ground up to tell us a little bit about that mental health court and how it affects persons with disabilities across the community, and certainly mental health consumers. In addition, we're looking forward to also in the future having a show on inclusive travel, because people don't realize how many barriers persons with disabilities do face in travel. And we're really excited to have Danny Morton on, who's not only the president of the Tourism Industry Association of Nova Scotia, but also the proprietor of White Point Lodge out near Liverpool. And we're excited to have Danny on to talk about what the hospitality community is doing overall to be inclusive for travelers and business and leisure travelers with disability. And I think you'll really be interested in what he's got to say. Additionally, we are going to have an episode just on medical breakthroughs, and Paul and I are going to be getting together and coming up with the latest medical breakthroughs to do with disability and disability care, and we're looking forward to sharing that with you as well. There's much more coming in the future on Inclusion Revolution, and I must again tell you, if you're interested in sending us a question for a future show, seeing more about what our future shows are, getting lots of information on present shows, for instance, Dr. Fox left us a lot of great information on health, holistic health statistics, and we're going to make sure some of that gets on the website. So be sure to check out inclusionrevolution.com if you want more information on upcoming shows, resources, links, and more. We're very proud of the website, and we know it's going to be a great resource for you. So at this point, I want to say hi to Paul Goulet. Hi there, Paul.
Hi, Tova.
And I know Paul's bringing us some of the latest medical breakthrough news that are coming out of all kinds of publications, because Paul does a great job in searching around and seeing what's relevant to us. When Paul's done, I know we've got a poll of the week we're going to talk about. So over to you, Paul.
Thank you, Tova. Today's news article I'd like to present is discussing the traditional Chinese doctors fighting the federal regulation under Bill C-51. Doctors of Chinese medicine across Canada have joined forces to fight the federal government's controversial Bill C-51, a proposed law that critics say will make many natural health products unavailable, including Chinese herbs. If approved, the federal bill would treat natural health products like herbs, vitamins, and minerals as drugs, making it harder to import, sell, or dispense them. Doctors of traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, say their herbs would have to pass Western-style clinical trials under Bill C-51. Dr. Henry Liu, who runs the International College of Traditional Chinese Medicine in Vancouver, said that's like saying you can speak Chinese but use English grammar. Peter Wood, who heads the TCM Association of BC, said the bill would hobble Chinese medicine and be a giant step backward. It's basically taking a choice away from Canadians on which model of medicine they like to use. 5,000 years of history has already proven TCM is safe. I don't know of any cases of anything going awry, and if there are far fewer than there are deaths that happen from pharmaceutical drugs, Wood said. Those opposed to Bill C-51 are hoping to rally support to quash the bill before it becomes law, which is expected to happen in the fall. Websites and online groups have sprung up across the country imploring people to lobby their MPs to halt the progress of the bill. They also argue that the government could designate any natural health product a prescription drug, making it available by prescription only, forcing smaller companies out of the market. Many natural health product retailers and holistic health practitioners maintain major drug companies lobbied for the bill, but the government has maintained it's about safety. Another proposed amendment would ensure that regulations specific to the approval of natural health products recognize the value of traditional knowledge and history of use in assessing benefits and risks, as it is already the case. And which brings us to our poll of the week.
Well, I know Dr. Fox would have a lot of opinions on that, and clearly your information today and your news is pretty relevant to the discussion we've been having about holistic medicine and where it fits and how it fits. So we're asking you, our viewers, to go to inclusionrevolution.com and Give us your opinion. And this week's poll of the week question is, do you think the federal government should classify herbs, minerals, and vitamins as drugs, therefore regulating what is known as the naturopathic industry? And that's a fascinating question. I know I have a lot of opinions on that, and having listened to Dr. Fox talk, I'm torn between wanting them to be identified as medications so we can get them covered, but at the same time wanting to make sure everything is as accessible as possible. So for us this week, that's it for our Inclusion Revolution. I want you to come to our website, give us your opinions, submit questions for future shows. Again, I want to thank Dr. Jason Fox from Glenbourne Chiropractic here in Halifax for joining us. I want to thank my production assistant, Paul Goulet, who really does put this show together. Of course, all of our friends at Eastlink Television and everyone here in the community. It's time to start an inclusion revolution, and I'd like to know what your plan is. Meet us next week and let's talk more about it. Bye-bye for now.